and gentlemen, welcome to the Basement League Show. I am St. Thickles. To my right, we have Black Licorice. To his right, we have Lenny the Wham Bam, don't give a damn, get down. Bruce.
That was aggressive.
Wasn't it? It was a real, it was in there. Like,
aggressive. Came in hot.
Came in
Not
super
everybody
hot.
can do it.
All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
All vibes, no direction.
Dude, that was a lot of, there was no finesse. Zero finesse.
Yeah, I got
Zero finesse.
A zero.
No.
None whatsoever.
I just know like on and off. That's the,
On and off.
Yeah.
0 to 60.
0 to 60.
0.03 seconds.
My volume knob is broken. It goes from 0 to 10. 0 to 11.
0 to 11.
Yeah.
0 to 11.
Yeah.
Well, why couldn't you just make
what's that
10
one?
louder? Let it
that
go
one?
to 11.
What's up, man?
I'm gonna be turning to 11 until it makes 10
Spinal
louder.
Tap.
Take it to 11. Gosh.
We have an episode today, don't we?
Yes, we do.
maybe.
What's it about?
We were talking about underrated cartoons.
Underrated
We're
cartoons.
gonna do our top 2 each. And we're gonna explain why.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
So what happens is
I mean, the
we say
explanation's
something,
right here.
you know the subject matter of the show down here below the show, and then we talk about why we liked it, and then someone else does it, and then we share it all with you, fans.
Generally, the description of what we're labeling is already spoken about. So
Oh,
these are the underrated cartoons.
We got to throw a curveball one day and just be like, here are my favorite sandwiches, and it's like a pair of arts and crafts.
Yeah.
And just everyone up in the crowd.
Clickbait video.
Like, God damn, I want to know about their sandwiches.
What do they order at Subway?
I need to know if he likes a Reuben.
Does he like Schlotsky's or Jason's Deli?
Ooh.
We're talking about what we consider underrated cartoons.
Yes.
Why don't you start?
I'm gonna go ahead and start. Needs no real explanation. It's an underrated cartoon that I think is underrated. Hamtaro. It was a weird little anime about hamsters, and they as their owners were out and about during their day, they just kind of somehow collectively got together. I don't remember. It was a weird show, but it was like cute and fun, and like they went on adventures and
Had a fun song, if I remember.
it had a cool theme song.
He was adorable.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever saw it, it was like super cute. But
There's always the weird kids knew.
Did he have like? He called him out. That's funny.
We're all weird.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wasn't. I'm saying I called you out. That's all we're saying. Didn't he like dream he was like a superhero or something?
Yeah.
So did he actually do any superheroing?
I don't think so. I think it was always
he was always imaginary.
it was like an imaginary thing.
Yeah. All I remember is that came on, and then like for whatever reason, I think it's because the house they live in is like a traditional Japanese like apartment.
Yeah.
I think of Shin-chan.
Shin-Chan,
Because they live in
yeah.
the same apartment. They're in that traditional apartment. Everything
Yeah.
reminds me of the same too, which was not an underrated show. But if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Ignore the artwork; it's awful, but the show's amazing.
So my first one, and this is like, I know people dispute it because I'm going to say Invader Zim. When it first came out, not very many people knew about it. It was just like a very niche group. And then after, I guess like 3 or 4 years after, it just blew up.
Yeah. Hot Topic made it.
Yeah.
A big thing.
I think it was on Cartoon Network, and it came on Cartoon Network for like a summer, or Nickelodeon for like a summer.
Yeah. It was like one season.
Yeah, and then the parent people back in the day used
It
to do
was
this
dark.
thing. Moms would go out, protest cartoons.
I mean,
and
I'll
take it off TV.
I'll give it. It's a dark cartoon.
It was a dark cartoon. He threatened a lot of murdering.
Yeah.
He really did.
Like he did a lot of murder. Granted,
but
I mean,
Gur, I feel like Gur softened the blow.
so
But
Gert was great.
the other sub characters were just two emo kids.
Dak and
I
Came from
remember
the
it,
same
yeah.
guys that wrote Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Like
it was an incredible show
it was a really
for
good
its time.
cartoon. It's still a really good.
It really is, and nowadays with the stuff that's on TV and stuff, I'm like that would fit. That would fit
That
in.
old man on the TV.
On the TV, that thing on the wall. The kids stare at.
That big old picture box.
But yeah, Invader Zim. And I know it's like super big now. I guess it's like a whole thing. I don't think people's ever even watched it. I think they just probably watch like clips on YouTube. Most likely, probably Gur, and then just buy the merch.
We won't gatekeep on that.
We're not. We
Yeah.
enjoy it. It's for everyone.
However you enjoy it, enjoy it.
All right.
Nicholas.
So yeah, my next one, or mine, is actually going to be a show called Gundam, which by the way is on Prime now.
Yes.
It was if you're probably familiar with the Gundam anime series, you probably are familiar with, if you're in our age range, Gundam Wing. The original Mobile Suit Gundam.
What's that one that just came out? I think it was on Hulu. Black something. Black suit. Black. I can't remember.
Well, quit saying it. I'm trying to remember. You keep throwing me off.
It's Black.
Iron Blooded Orphans.
There you go.
That does not have black
That does not have
in any
black
of the title.
in it.
What are you getting at?
I don't know. Iron Blood, Oil, it's black. I don't know.
That is such okay. That's a lot of piecing together.
Oh, really? Wow. Iron Blood, or blood for machines would be oil. Oil is black, and so I thought black.
Is that how your brain works?
Yeah. Have you ever?
What in the inception is that?
The weird connections I make, man.
Leaves are green. Green means chlorophyll. Chlorophyll sounds like chlorine. And my parents bought a pool. That's quite like that. That's how it goes. That's exactly how you remember. That's why you thought you'd be Lion King. Because you're probably like you're like, I got this level, and then the game ended. That means I beat it. Because it didn't end. You beat it, and you got a game over.
Because her sister tripped over the cord and unplugged it.
Yeah, that's how
y'all. I beat Lion King.
It all comes together. It all comes together. Anyway, G Gundam was a Gundam series about
giant stuff on the back.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Good job.
Anyway, so it was about the Gundams, but it was like a more light-hearted, like tone on. Gundams were actually used to like fight for like each country, like had their own. But so they had like Japan had the Burning Gundam, and also the Samurai Gundam, or Shogun Gundam, Samurai Gundam. But then who else had France had like a Napoleon-looking Gundam. England had like a knight-looking Gundam, or Bobby, but then the Royal Guard, excuse me, he had like the big hat. But then they also got really racist because Africa had the Zulu Gundam, and he was like zebra striped, and America had I can't remember the name, the Maxer Gundam, and he was like, so the Gundam first had boxing gloves, but this one made the guy so great. He was like a cowboy from New York who played guitar.
So like Max Bear. Like Max Bear, like the boxer?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
I guess so. But he was like a rock
star. My brain connections now, mother.
He was like a rock star. I'm gonna continue. He was like a cowboy, but he was like from New York and simultaneously from Texas, but he didn't have an accent. It was a whole thing. It was a whole to do.
It made no fucking sense.
But to the
it.
peak, the day results of the racistness in this show. Don't look past it. Just look past it. Watch the show. Mexico's Gundam, which is called the Tequila Gundam. He had a sombrero. He wore a poncho.
Oh my god, forgot about the poncho.
And when he took the poncho, off, his arm gauntlet sections were cacti.
Get out.
I shit you not. Google Tequila Gundam. But the show was actually really entertaining. Let somebody else go.
I forgot how bad that was.
So my next underrated show, cartoon, Static Shock. It was a fantastic DC comic book cartoon. It's another one of those that I feel like it's popular now, but like when it first came out, not many people probably watched it because it only lasted for, I thought, one season. They're telling me two.
Batman guest starred in an episode.
Yeah, Batman and Robin
and Joker. And Joker, yep. Joker was the antagonist in that episode.
You're right. But no, that was just it dealt with Virgil Hawkins. Yeah, Static Shock. You see, like, it wasn't. I don't even know how to describe it now. Like,
it was a black show about a black hero when there was none.
Well, it wasn't
in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next one though?
What's your next one?
Mine, Spider-Man 2099.
That one. He literally said that and like knocked me in the back of the head from nostalgia. I forgot that show existed.
Yeah, and it actually came on when Spider-Man was still on Fox. Yeah. And in case you guys don't know, Spider-Man 2099 is Ben Reilly. He's the new Spider.
No. That's Miguel O'Hara.
Miguel O'Hara.
Ben Reilly is Scarlet Spider.
Ben Reilly is Scarlet Spider. How dare you?
When I was saying it, I was like, oh, that's wrong. Miguel O'Hara, I guess, but it's like it was a decent show. It only had 10 episodes, I think. It was like a really short. It was short. It didn't like last that long.
Well, another one that I want to go with is one a lot of people probably haven't heard of was an anime called Desert Punk.
Best anime.
It's a comedy anime. It takes place in kind of like, I guess, I would honestly describe like a Mad Max-ish kind of world with
Like
less
an
vehicles,
Outworld, right?
with less vehicles. Well, I don't say Outworld, just because there was like the world was a desert and there was like little towns with like the big kingdoms were like the like oases. But even though you got to see at like the end of it like one part of one oasis, like that wasn't even like a central part of the story. But like
Yeah.
basically you follow this guy, his name was Desert Punk. He was just like going around. I don't even honestly don't
Like
remember.
a fish glass helmet.
Yeah, he had like a metal fishbowl helmet. He's went around like I guess like just trying to survive, and people with him.
He was like a bounty
They're
hunter.
like,
I did not.
yeah, that was it. He was like a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
I did not remember this whatsoever.
I don't know if it
He
came
has
on
this shotgun.
I don't know if it came on TV at all, but there's like one chick with like she was gifted up top. Her name was Junko.
Yeah,
she
Junko.
She like hustled him out of like money or something
All
like
the
that.
time.
But then she's like
It's like a stereotypical like early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s anime.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Nosebleeds and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was perverted like mother.
Yeah.
Oh no, he was like Pokemon.
Like Master Roshi.
Yeah,
like,
there you go. That would definitely what I would.
Or like
consider.
Jiraiya, like more like Jiraiya
Right, Pervy Sage.
Pervy Sage.
But yeah, it was a funny show. It was interesting. It had,
I
that one
liked
had
it. It was-
that one had
it
a
was-
abrupt ending.
But it was messed up ending.
He had a little
Little-
child. She was like his quote unquote little sister. He like wound up like taking care of her, but she was like just following him around, and she like takes up his
supposed to
mantle.
be
at the
his
end.
lieutenant or whatever she called herself.
Yeah, it was a definitely interesting
Called him
show.
boss. Or sir. Sir, yes sir.
Yeah, and then she like took up his mantle at the end because he left and he like joined. He's like so anti-government, and he like joined the government at the end because he's like, I need money. No, for real. That's like legit. It was like this thing. He was like, they're like, you joined the Oasis?
Usually how it works.
Yeah, he's broke.
Let us know down below what shows you think are highly or even minimally underrated. What do you think you watched that nobody else remembers watching? Because there's clearly plenty on this list that I don't even remember watching. Like our social medias, they're somewhere over there, maybe over here. Depends on which side of the screen we get pushed over to. Other than that, I've never actually outroed us out, so someone want to take it from here and close up.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
I didn't think y'all